Good morning. We survived the night. Harriet Tugman and I are here, and yes, this is how it looks. All freshened up. We're freezing. My fingers are cold. Waiting for the rest of the water to boil. This morning we're having what's for breakfast?
Yellow curry
From
and tuna and crackers.
Yes, the tuna and cracker is going to be for lunch, but there's nowhere around here to sit and eat for lunch. And I just decided we'll take all our calories this morning, burn it off as we're getting out of here. We have a couple of Cliff Bars, so if we get hungry, we'll eat that. But it is freezing, and I'm gonna go eat. Get the beard right, shirt on, another shirt, and then we're gonna be gone. Say goodbye, Harriet.
Bye.
All clean. Now we just got to pack up the tent and hike out. But as I talked about before, see this? This is our bag. And in it is everything. I'm not going to show you all the stuff, but yeah, garbage bags, anything we use. Because you always leave it better than you found it. Well, we're headed out. Everything's all packed up. And I gotta say, going back the opposite direction, knowing what to expect is a lot different than when we were coming and didn't know what to expect, and we're just climbing up this mountainside. So it's a little easier mentally going backwards because we've been here, we know what to expect. So, yeah, happens like that with every hike. Go ahead, wave to the people. Okay. Onward, Christian soldiers. We said woodpecker. Don't see him, I can hear him.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time. Ooh. It's clear to see.
We're almost home to the puddle jumper. She's been waiting for us all night.
The world seems small. We can sit together.
Don't get to the end of this and then you trip and fall.
You and me.
And you know, it'd be like after I said that, I'll be the one who's gonna trip.
In the great outdoors, forever free.
We did it. We did it.
It's very hot.
It's very hot now. But yep. She did it. The kid from the Bronx. First backpacking. All right, it's time to get in the old chariot. She missed us all night long, and head on down the road to wash these stinky clothes. We were overdressed. That's a story for another time. But I might actually save that story for the podcast. On the way back, we found this burger place, and it had the best burger I have ever eaten in my life.
Meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. You and me, meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
Jerome Bettis is a young guy. So it was sad to watch him do this, but what happened was Jerome Bettis not only had asthma, but they said, he was still playing football with asthma, but the arthritis that he was saying it was so hard to get out to bed on Sunday to go play a game, and he needed this to get him upstairs. He had a ton of different painkillers and all this stuff to deal with his arthritis, just trying to get up out the bed to go play ball on Sunday for us to sit down here and root for the Steelers to beat. But we're talking about when you get to this particular age and you can no longer get hit by another player. You can no longer hit another player without the massive amount of injuries that's going to happen to your body. So what does this say about someone like me? What does this say about the normal human being that wants to go back out and continue to play football or continue to do things at a particular age? Really what it is about for everything in life, that you are in charge. You are responsible for whatever decisions that you make. So when we're talking about adventuring, when we're talking about doing sports, when we're talking about taking up these hobbies that we dreamed of when we were younger, some of us didn't get a chance to do it, so we're doing it when we're a little bit older. Some of us did it when we were younger, and we're picking it back up when we're a little bit older. We really do take things in our own hands. And hiking, again, adventuring, hiking, I take at my own risk. I cannot blame someone if I blow out my knee. I can't blame someone if my back, I have a bunch of herniated discs go wrong. I can't blame someone else if I have a heart attack, because I took this particular thing on my own against my doctor's advice, or maybe my doctor did say it's okay to do. If I go out and I fall off a cliff somewhere, or maybe not fall off a cliff, we ain't gonna talk about that. If I go out and I get a massive injury to my legs or my arms or some other limb, and you're not able to use these things anymore, I can't sue that park. I can't sue anybody else. I can't say it's their fault that I did this. No, it's my fault that I did this. Was I prepared? Did I have everything I need? Or did I just go out there willy-nilly and do something, and then I got injured and now I want to sue someone else? Good morning. And it is kind of a brisk morning out here in Tennessee. Where's she at? I got you. There you are. Say hello and good morning.
Hi, good morning.
How you feeling? Better?
My
Body feeling better?
hurts less, but still a lot.
Yeah, we were kind of sore. Luckily, we have a day in between. We have to start hitting the road. So it's a good time to rest up and catch up on a few things, like the podcast that started. So I'm going to try to finish that up. She'll probably be asleep by the time I do that. I got a couple of the behind the scenes videos for YouTube. I don't know if that's going to be up tonight. It's supposed to be out for Tuesday. Clearly that was not going to happen because we were doing other stuff. We weren't even here in the room. So that's ready, and I have to upload that on YouTube, but YouTube's been taking a very long time for that stuff to pop up there. And so in the meantime, we got to go out, get some stuff taken care of, and try to knock out this week's podcast before we go off and hit the road and go camping before heading back to the Bronx. Yeah. You ready? I tell you, the air down here is so good, but she's been sneezing because pollen is killing her.
Yeah. There's even pollen. I left the screen door open yesterday on the balcony, and there was pollen like on the handle.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oopsie. Well, bye. It's a lovely long trip. Well, unfortunately, Tennessee, we have to leave you. And head back up north. Gotta tell you, this morning I woke up and I really didn't want to go. It's kind of like when we came out of the mountains and the phone turned back on and all the notifications came on, all of the news came back, all of the bad news. I'm like, can we just go back up to the mountain? But anyway, it's time for us to head back up. And now we're in the tail end of this road trip. So, want to see how it is? Get in, well, that's the front seat. You're supposed to get in the back seat. Jump on in the back seat. Take a ride with us. And experience this adventure through eyes. See ya. thank you World WW2 or WW1. We left our tonight with a very basic dinner. Obviously, you can see the lights are off. It's dark, so it's just going to be some franks and beans. And we left the can opener. So luckily, I had brought this a few years ago, and it's been sitting inside this box forever. I just remembered it. So guess what we're opening this can with? So I had that on my knife, and I remember this was in here. That's it. Okay, well, it's cold, it's late, we're gonna eat. Hey. Come on, little buddy. Oh, hello. Good morning. Well, you know the old saying, I've said this before. They say it's not an adventure if everything goes right. I've said this before. I'm one of those people, I need to go right. Anyway, nothing actually went wrong, except for the temperature dropped dramatically here in the north than it did in Tennessee. We had like 70-degree weather, was it?
Yes.
It was nice and it was warm. The nights weren't too cold. And so traveling back, ending up this road trip, we're back here now in, where are we at? Oh, I want to say Hollywood. It's not Hollywood. It's something, Virginia. Broadway. Close. Broadway, Virginia. And so down here in the Shenandoah-ish Valley type of place. Staying at a KOA. A second time. We did it on the way back, stayed at the same spot, halfway, midway, and then went back, then came over here. It took us about 9 hours because we had to keep stopping and resting. So what should have been a 5-hour ride up here took us long. How long? It was less than 9, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So may have took us 7. So we got in, got everything set up. Unfortunately, if I had thought about this, I would have packed both tents. But it was only going to be one night. It was a cold night. It was a cold, cold night. So, why am I only people didn't see you too? Thank you. It's early in the morning. There's a 7-Eleven right up the block. See, the closer I get to home, I start talking like. Anyway, it's about 3 miles away from the KOA we were staying at. Decided to get some of this to warm up the body because it was freezing last night. I thought it was cold back in Smoky Mountain. It was like supposed to be 50 degrees. It may have dropped down to 40. An emergency, had to go and get a different sleeping bag for me. I didn't realize that my sleeping bag didn't do what it was supposed to do. I looked at the rating. We looked at her rating. Her rating was, what was yours?
10 degrees.
She had a 10-degree bag. So we first brought out sleeping bags maybe, we first went camping, I want to say 4 years ago. We went camping and we didn't know, because we went in May, we thought it was going to be pretty warm. And we thought it was going to be pretty warm, but it wasn't. So we had to run out to a Kmart and found some sleeping bags. And I wanted to get good ones at the beginning. I didn't realize she had a 10-degree and mine was like 30.
So it was pretty cool for me. So I had to get one before we came back up here, and that worked. Wherever the bag was on me, it was warm, but the air was still cold. And so wake up in the morning feeling a little not so great because of the cold air. Still breathing it in. So before we start packing up and continue north, back to the Bronx, decided to get this to warm up the body and the hands. Hey, we got some hand warmers too. What is this, like chocolate? Pretty cool. More stuff added to the camp box. So that is it right now. That is the plan, to do this, warm up and hit the road. Hopefully be home before midnight. To be honest, I'm not in a rush to get back, but I'm also not in a rush to get there late and be driving in the dark. I'm tired and didn't sleep. So, yeah. But that is it. Do you have anything to say?
No.
Yes. Okay. I guess we'll see you in a little bit.
Okay, it's time to get out. Well, that's it. Puddle jumper made it. 6 days. To where we are now, back home. So I hope you enjoyed this little road trip. We enjoyed it. It was a little rough, all the things that we've gone through. But stay tuned for some more. We still have some more hikes, and we are planning another road trip sometime this year. But yes, we'll see you next time on the Whitebeard and TK Experience.